And I have Popeye, who is, I mean, he's a sailor man. What more do you want? Do you not think that Dr. Otto Octavius, one of the most intelligent minds in the Marvel Universe, would have thought to give his a very expensive metal arms rust treatment?
No.
But he doesn't know how to fight. He was beaten up by a dude who was 3 feet tall.
Didn't he win the fight against like the huge, big Santa?
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
In the...
Just comparing the two, like you have giant, fire-breathing, spike-covered turtle and big monkey.
But it's Big Monkey.
Okay, so Shaq loses to Crazy Dave loses
no,
to Shaq.
I actually agree with
Nope.
you, Shaq.
Crazy Dave loses to Shaq.
Okay.
Now we move on. You know, this kind of reminds me of that one song by I forget the dude, the Ultimate Showdown. You know, the one with and Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Fight Night. Did you ever watch that video?
I think you like forced me to watch it 3 times in a row.
Nice. So they move on in bracket.
Buzz Lightyear versus Popeye.
Well,
we gotta get our cards. Who fights for who?
Alright, so I say we continue arguing for the people we got originally.
Okay,
so
obviously I lost like 80,000.
Oh yeah, so why don't we just alright, pick one at random. Alright. I get Buzz Lightyear.
I got Popeye.
Alright, how could Popeye beat Buzz Lightyear?
Well, you see, he eats spinach and then knocks Buzz Lightyear's lights out.
Right, how's he gonna do that with his helmet down?
Shatters the glass straight through.
Okay.
And then the glass gets in Buzz Lightyear's eyes.
And that glass is strong enough to withstand the vacuum of space.
Well,
also, he has a laser. Also, he can fly.
The laser is merely cosmetic purposes, and he can't fly.
The laser is not for cosmetic purposes
gliding.
in canon. This is not toy Buzz Lightyear.
That is.
No, what? You can't just change.
It's the most known Buzz Lightyear. Like, when you think Buzz Lightyear, you don't think Lightyear. You think toy Buzz Lightyear.
Well, there's no way toy Buzz Lightyear would have beaten up Binky. So we gotta be consistent with the characters.
What did you choose again? Lightyear?
No, like just like from the in-universe canon. You know who Buzz thought he was.
Okay, right. Buzz wins, I guess.
Buzz wins.
And so a warrior has fallen, and Buzz Lightyear commences to semifinals, I believe. Wait, no, quarters.
No, this was the quarter set. Wait, I don't even know. At this point.
It's just tournament.
No, wait. Okay, we're in the round of 16 right now.
Robin Hood versus Doc Ock.
All right, choose your.
Oh.
Robin Hood versus Dr. Octopus. See, that would be hard.
I disagree.
Well, Robin Hood, he has a bow. He could shoot Doc Ock.
He has tentacles that just like intercept.
Right, but
Spider-Man had webs. Then how do you think they just dunk? And they're strong enough to get out of his webs when they're clearly of superhuman strength.
I'm not saying they can't like hit the arrows. I'm saying, can they hit the arrows every time? Robin Hood is very accurate.
They grab the arrow and yeet it at Robin Hood.
You can't. That's not really how physics works.
Well, that's how they work now. I mean, you can't like do it perfectly, but you can still throw it. How do you think darts work?
I definitely think they could grab the arrows. I think that...
Just throw it like a dart.
Enough with the throwing of the arrows.
You
That's irrelevant. I do agree that Doc Ock would most likely win. I think Robin Hood would stand a very good chance because he's accurate with the bow. Doc Ock is very vulnerable in his body. If he gets shot, he dies. I think there's a good chance that Robin Hood would be able to find an opening and get it in there. Especially if he managed to get like behind him or distracted him with something else. Like, he has 4 arms, but that's 4 arms. If they're distracted doing something else, they can't. It's not like a constant 360 force field around him. There would be openings, and Robin Hood is he's a skilled tactician.
Well, yeah, but if it's like, say they start at point A and point B. Robin Hood is at point B, Doc Ock is at point A. You just push him into like a corner, and you just don't let him.
I mean, that's one scenario.
most scenarios, Doc Ock wins. There's just like a slim chance.
I mean, like, if they're in a gladiator arena, yeah, but, like, what if they're in a forest or in a building or
But they're
something
not.
like that? Who says?
Says me. You can't like come up with your own thing with Terry Bogard and then
What do you mean my own thing?
you said, oh, they're in like a King of Fighters arena now.
I never said that. You're coming up with that in your own brain. I never talked about where they were fighting.
You're sure about that?
Anyways, Robin Hood loses.
Terry Bogard versus Mario.
Versus Mario.
From Mario.
Okay. So here's the thing. I think Mario is stronger than Terry. Terry's a very strong guy, but is he strong enough to lift up Bowser? I don't think so.
I think he is.
I don't think he is.
What is the canonic weight of Bowser?
I don't know, probably like 1,000 pounds.
I don't think it's 1,000 pounds.
He's a giant
He's not
lizard.
1,000 pounds though.
He has that enormous shell with the giant spikes.
I don't know. I don't think it's 1,000 pounds. And then Mario can't like do simple things. Like he can't pick up some things. Like I don't know. I can't think of something, but he can't.
When have they canonically shown him like try to pick up something heavy and be like,
in
"No,
the
I can't do
Super
it."
Mario Super Show.
Hey, paisanos!
Oh yeah, we're totally going off of that.
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game.
See-
Terry Bogard though, he's like
Terry's strong, Bowser's strong. Terry can shoot fire, Bowser can breathe fire.
you're fighting for Mario, not Bowser.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm comparing Bowser and Terry because Mario's beaten Bowser. Mario is a lot more agile. He can jump a whole lot higher. He can run faster. I definitely think he's stronger. Terry is a much more skilled fighter.
What? Hold on, I'm just. Canonic weight of Bowser can't be like 1,000 pounds. So the canonic weight of Bowser.
Don't hurt yourself. The canonic weight of Bowser is...
There is none.
There
is no canonic weight of Bowser.
No, but he's got to weigh a lot, right?
Quite a bit.
He's got to be really heavy. If Terry manages to land some hits and get Mario into a grapple, I feel like he would be winning there. Mario would be very able to dance out of reach, throw fireballs maybe. Of course, Terry can also make fire run along the ground and rush forward with a giant flaming wolf head. I'm gonna give it to Terry there.
Yeah, I mean, like, Mario loses to some random Koopa sometimes, just in the Mario games.
Sherlock Holmes versus Inspector Clouseau. I don't see... Let's see, how could Clouseau possibly... Oh, see. Sherlock Holmes is a detective, right? Clouseau is an inspector. Therefore, he is superior and he wins.
That's not, I mean, but he just wins the fight.
The fight's not important.
I feel like
Clouseau wins the contest of rank.
but not the contest of skill. Sherlock Holmes, like, solves every mystery. He's been chasing the Pink Panther for, like, years, and he still hasn't gotten him.
When was the last time Sherlock Holmes fought an actual, whatever the heck the Pink Panther is?
He's a panther that's pink.
Yeah. And yes, Sherlock Holmes would put him on the ground within seconds.
Yep. Sherlock Holmes advances. Ayo! I got the good round, the good card.
Darth Vader versus Buddy the Elf. I'm not even gonna waste our time. Buddy the Elf takes the elf. Like, even if he did have snowballs, Darth Vader would just, like, deflect them. Pick your poison.
Why are you, like, jutting that one out? I don't trust you. Ayo!
Dang it, I didn't even know which one was which. Thanos versus the Grinch. Okay. Now, I know Thanos is, like, unbelievably powerful, right? Like, he can take on just about anybody and win. But the Grinch, I mean, his heart is 2 sizes too large, which means he's probably at risk of heart attack.
2 sizes too small.
No, then it grew 2 sizes too large. Don't you remember what happened at the end of the movie? Post movie grunge. Yeah, he's already had his character arc. Fine, I can't think of an argument.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, next up we have SpongeBob versus Shrek. Pick your poison. I get SpongeBob. Okay. So my argument is that Shrek... Okay, so it's... Obviously, I don't think SpongeBob's ever gonna beat Shrek. But how is Shrek gonna beat SpongeBob?
So it's like an eternal stalemate.
Kind of.
I feel like if SpongeBob blows enough punches, that will surely but slowly kill Shrek.
I feel like... See, Shrek is kind of in the same vein of SpongeBob in that he can take advantage of like cartoon logic. He's very strong, definitely.
I feel like he just eat, because SpongeBob canonically is tiny.
Oh yeah, that's true. He could just eat SpongeBob.
Eat SpongeBob
This is
and
like
the stomach acids take the care
This
of
is
the
the
rest.
second battle in a row where he ate his opponent. Alright, SpongeBob dies. Next up we have Blossom versus Shaq.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
he knows Shaq Fu. I don't think he knows Shaq Fu, I'm sorry.
I don't think he knows Shaq Fu, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
Right.
knows Shaq Fu. Blossom can also shoot lasers from her eyes. She also has super speed, so she could like swoop behind Shaq, pick him up from behind, like fly him really high up, and then
Shaq takes control.
and he's so tall and that he doesn't notice, right? He doesn't notice that he's 500 feet off the ground. And then she like lets go and uses her laser eyes to shoot him down to the ground.
But unfortunately, Shaq has such great awareness that he realizes that he's off the ground because he isn't carrying 1,000 pounds on top of him. So he takes Blossom's head and just to the ground.
That would work, except Blossom is the one flying here.
Well, yeah.
Also, she has super strength. And again, laser eyes. So she wouldn't even need to do all that. She'd just laser him to death.
Yeah.
Alright, we made it to the quarterfinals.
Vader versus Thanos.
No. Next we have Buzz versus Doc Ock. Buzz Lightyear versus Dr. Octopus.
Okay, who is I feel like at this point we can kind of...
Yeah, at this point let's just... I'd say... Well, it would be difficult because, like, Buzz Lightyear's suit, it's not just a plastic toy. Like, it is a proper suit made out of... What do you call it? A titanium something else alloy.
They are a beryllium carbonic alloy, and I can fly.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Something very...
Something strong.
Something very strong. And he can fly, and he has a laser, and years of academy training.
But
Yes.
Doc Ock has the octopus arms, right?
Right.
Just block the lasers with...
Okay, no, here's the play, right? So Dr. Ock grabs onto Buzz, right? Buzz activates his wings, chopping off Dr. Octopus's arms.
Luckily, as he was grabbing it with 2 octopus arms, the other ones were like going into the suit. Because you
How
gotta
did
have
they
like...
go into the
you
suit?
gotta have screws somewhere, dude. You gotta have like... at the back of the suit. So they do that and they go into that, disabling
You're
everything.
saying that all of Iron Man's villains could have beaten him with a Phillips head screwdriver.
Yeah. They just
Right.
weren't good enough.
I feel like Buzz Lightyear, because like he has the laser, and Doc Ock is exposed all through his human body. You just have to keep a distance, which he can do by flying, and shoot him to death.
You could say that about Superman versus Batman, but here we are.
Batman wears armor. Dr. Octopus does not wear armor. Remember that scene from Toy Story 2? Whenever he's on the planet covered in aliens and like he shoots the laser into the crystal and it like multiplies and kills all the aliens at once?
I don't know. He could activate the hidden mirror arms capability that we don't know he has.
He doesn't have hidden abilities. You can't pull that out.
He grabs a mirror by him from a shattered car window.
That's not how lasers don't work that way.
Really?
Well, I mean, you can reflect the light of a laser, but the energy is still going to be transferred into the laser, melting it.
I've been lied
That's
to
fair.
my entire life.
No, that's just a thing from cartoons.
No!
Like, it does sort of work, but the mirror will still heat up.
Well, yeah, but how fast? Because if he can, like, immediately point it back at Buzz Lightyear.
It really depends. Like, it would have to be a specially designed mirror, basically. Any normal mirror, it wouldn't really work. I feel like Buzz Lightyear wins.
Okay.
Rip Doc Ock.
Yeah, Rip Doc Ock, he's gone. Buzz Lightyear continues.
Next we have
Terry Bogard versus
Sherlock Holmes. Let me pull out the things and we can pick our sides. You pick Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, sure, he's a lot smarter. And Sherlock Holmes is a good fighter, but he's nowhere near as good a fighter as Terry Bogard.
He also doesn't have, like, energy coming from his fists.
Yeah, like, you would giant wolf punch Sherlock to death.
Yeah, I actually can't argue with that.
You picked the wrong side, boy.
Yeah, there's basically nothing. Sherlock Holmes just dies. Next up, that's a good one. Darth
Vader versus Thanos.
I'm sticking with Thanos.
You're sticking with Thanos?
Sticking with Thanos.
Alright, let's compare Vader's powers with people who have fought with Thanos before, right? So you have the Force, which is kind of like Scarlet Witch's whatever she does.
Yeah.
Right? And that was able to hold him back.
Yeah.
So Vader would be able to hold him back with the Force.
Well, I mean...
Alright. This camera is... I'm not happy with this setup. I think it's ruined this recording about 3 times now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So back to Darth Vader versus Thanos.
Yeah, we said that Thanos won.
No, we definitely said that because Darth Vader has the Force and his lightsaber, in addition to equal if not greater fighting skills...
Equal, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, Thanos is an amazing fighter. He's ridiculously strong, but is he strong enough to overcome the Force? Maybe? It would still be a huge hindrance to him. I feel like if they're dueling...
Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot of strength to keep Thanos, like, even at bay a little bit.
Yeah.
Because obviously the Force takes actual...
Yeah, but like if they were dueling, Vader would be channeling the Force instead toward the duel, which means faster, stronger strikes, more accurate, better reading of what the opponent is going to do. Not to mention he has his saber, which might even just go straight through his sword.
I mean, we don't know what kind of metals this sword is made.
Yeah, but even if he...
It's like, if it's a super strong metal, it could take a little bit for... Like, you've seen what,
yeah, I mean,
how long
there
it
are
takes.
some saber-resistant materials in Star Wars. And assuming that whatever Thanos is, this armor and his sword, is saber-resistant, it still has gaps. Eventually, Vader's going to outperform him with the duel and stab him in the face.
Eventually Thanos is gonna outperform him and just kill him.
How's that?
Straight through armor or just headlock.
First-
Death.
Vader's got a suit. If like a lot of his stuff is just straight up robotics, and like even if you stab through him, right? Like he's got systems to keep him alive and the Force. Like he has a Force technique to like just focus and keep himself living. In fact, that's what he employs most of the time. Canonically, his suit is designed to cause him pain, to keep him angry, so that he's able to focus more on the dark side to keep himself alive.
Canonically where?
In Star Wars.
Really?
Yes. I don't see Thanos winning this one.
Fine. You're obviously never gonna stop arguing, so...
Alright. Shrek versus Blossom. This is gonna be a quick one.
You just go with Blossom. You've been doing Blossom the entire time.
I'll do Blossom the entire time.
Look at Shrek.
I win.
Wait. But it's Shrek we're talking about.
Yeah, Shrek is amazing. Is he gonna beat a Powerpuff Girl?
Yeah.
How?
Ogre powers.
Ogre powers.
Ogre
right?
powers.
Right, what ogre powers? The ability to blow.
You see,
out of
he'll
his
just
nose?
eat her.
Right.
Imply the technique of eating.
Except she's stronger than him.
Says who?
She has actual super strength. Shrek is very strong. Blossom is insanely stronger. She can lift like trucks and I don't remember exactly what she's done in the show, but like she's I mean, like once the three of them were, of course, it was the three of them putting their lasers together, so it'd be 3 times as powerful. But they like shot their eye lasers and took out an entire bridge, like the Golden Gate Bridge level.
Well, Shrek could just like supersize jump himself and punch straight through the bridge.
He can't jump that high.
He just punches the ground.
But no, he
And
doesn't.
launches him up.
This is some ridiculous stuff that he's never done before. You do not win in this scenario. Shrek wins. Blossom wins.
He challenges her to a rap battle, right?
Right.
And everybody knows that ogres can rap.
Yeah, I mean, I know Shrek can rap. I just don't think Blossom's
He's
gonna
not just
agree
your
to-
normal ogre son.
I got a donkey who's wonky and I live in the swamp. If you
Yeah.
Winner.
Next up, we have
Buzz versus Terry.
Buzz Lightyear versus Terry
Buzz Lightyear
Bogard.
versus Terry Bogard. I'll be Buzz Lightyear. You can be
Terry, okay.
Terry Sigma.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Buzz,
Has the laser, so he just.
that's true.
And he has 2 Z's in his name. That's just pure intimidation.
You got me there.
Buzz commences to the grand finals.
I never thought Buzz Lightyear would make it to the grand finals of this tournament, but here we are.
Okay, so next,
We have
Darth Vader versus Blossom.
I get Blossom, yeah. Okay. Now, your initial thought might be, okay, Vader can just use the Force and choke her out, right? Or like she'll be flying around, he'll use the Force and slam her to the ground. But it's shown that you can resist the effects of the Force, right? And if you're strong enough, even overcome it. So I'm thinking with the two of them, the strength dynamic, like if Vader is like pouring all of his strength into using the Force to try to choke her or something, and she's using all of her strength to try to like resist it, it would be more or less a stalemate there, right?
Well, I'm thinking, so. I think Yoda versus Darth Vader. Yoda wins that, right?
They've never fought.
Okay, so. Because Luke lifted an entire ship, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking that Blossom would like struggle to lift a ship.
No, that ship she would lift easy.
I don't know about that.
Definitely. Don't you remember the show? She lifted way bigger stuff than that.
Easily?
Easily. Just think of the Powerpuff Girls as like mini Supermans, basically.
Mini Supermans.
As in size, because they're tiny. Which is another thing. If you have an opponent who's just as strong but smaller, that can actually be worse for you because they're harder to hit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're as blindingly fast as a Powerpuff Girl.
Well, I think if we're saying it's mini Supermans, Darth Vader versus Superman, Darth Vader wins that, right?
No.
Then why does Batman win it? Batman versus Darth Vader, Darth Vader wins.
Not necessarily.
Oh my
Batman
god.
is just ridiculously OP. That's just canon. Batman's crazy.
Well, yeah, but the Force is just gonna overpower.
Who did Batman lose to?
Batman lost to
Thanos, okay.
Thanos, yeah, fair opponent. I think Darth Vader wins this. I think he wins this.
Can we call it a 50-50? Because I honestly believe Blossom would have the upper hand.
How does Blossom have the upper hand? I think you're overstepping the show a little bit.
We need to rewatch some of the Powerpuff Girls just so you can see how strong
The
they
Powerpuff Girls is like so uneven. Sometimes they just like can blow up an entire planet, and then sometimes their power is below par.
That's because like most of their villains don't like fight in a straight power on power battle. It's generally mind games. So it's like they do things that undermine their powers, or like it's more of a like sometimes it's more of a political in some ways battle than a fist to fist battle. Like I've seen them beat up like a straight up Godzilla in the matter of an afternoon. That's not an issue. It wasn't even the plot of the episode. It was just a thing that happened because them fighting a giant skyscraper-sized lizard is no problem.
But it's just a single Blossom.
Yeah,
Which one is Blossom again?
the red-haired one. So you genuinely believe it would be
I think Darth Vader wins this.
I just genuinely don't see how... I mean, like, obviously he could. I feel like it would be fair to call it a 50-50. But I don't see how it'd be fair to say Darth Vader would definitely win against Blossom. We could do a coin flip.
Alright, let's do an online coin flip. Take heads.
Tails!
Wait,
Ha!
seriously?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, Blossom beats Darth Vader.
Then it's just Buzz Lightyear. Bruh, that's not fair. That seating is jank.
There's some weird seating. Buzz Lightyear versus Blossom. This is the finals. The final showdown for the Ultimate Warrior. Who wins between Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls and Buzz Lightyear? Yeah, pretty much. Well, okay then. Well, guys, that was the ultimate battle.
Comment what you want us to do. We're out of ideas.
I mean, we're not out of ideas, but definitely comment what you want us to do, because we like to do what you guys want to do. Don't eat that. That's not good for you. Stay funky.
Stay funky.